guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for 2 weeks. I don't know if any one of you noticed, but I've been away for 2 weeks, and my excuse is exam and resting after exam. So long story short, I'm back, and as promised, today we're going to be talking about a psychology topic, and it is very interesting. And what we're going to be talking about is how to make people do what you want. And now I'm not talking about magic, I'm talking about tricks. And what I'm talking about is like asking people to like go to the shop for you, or asking people out on a date, or asking them to just like go to the shop for you. So simple tasks that they necessarily wouldn't do. Like, imagine asking your housemate, can you go to the shop for me? They obviously wouldn't do it, but using these tricks you can make them do it. Or yeah, so the first one is, oh, I've got my iPad here and I'm going to be checking the notes I wrote down because I read the book and now I'm downloading the message for you guys. So the first one is ingresation. I'm going to put the word somewhere because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Well, ingresation is winning people over. So making people like you because you want something from them. So it's not really good to do that, but that is what ingresation means. So efforts to win people over, to win the liking and approval of other people, and is usually regarded as manipulative. But it's not like you're stealing their car, but you can't do that. But okay, let's talk more about the tricks now. One trick is that people are more likely to do things for you if they find you attractive or if they like you. So we've got like different researches on this. So the first research is a guy named Smith. I said a guy. A researcher named Smith and Angel. So they made two versions of an ad. Mind you, this is what advertising companies, this is the trick they use. So they show you, like in the advertisement, most ads always have attractive people because they look more enticing. So Smith and Angel, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put their names somewhere. So they did an experiment where they had two ads. So they showed participants, people, two advertisements, and in one advertisement there was a young attractive woman in the advertisement talking about the car, and the other advertisement there was no one there. It was just a normal advertisement, and people actually rated the advertisement with the attractive woman as more better looking. Like the car looked better, the car looked expensive. So they basically gave good attributes to the car because of the person advertising it. I don't know if you guys get that. So therefore people are more likely to do the request of attractive people. So if you're attractive, you've got an additional point. Another thing is that people want to be liked by attractive people. So let me explain this. You've got everyone, we all went to high school and we always had that popular kid, the hot girl, the hot boy. The train again. But we had the popular kids, the hot boy and the hot girl. And you have some friends who are like, oh, I went to the same school with this guy, or I went to the same primary school, blah blah blah, just so that people can see them as being cool also. So like, you want to associate yourself with an attractive person, and because of that, when the attractive person obviously asks you to do something for them, because you want them to like you and keep that association and let people be like, oh, this person, like, she's the friend of that popular boy. So to do that, you're going to do the request they ask you. The next thing is reciprocity. I swear I know English. Reciprocity. Oh my god. Like, it's not hard. My brain is just not pronouncing it. Anyways, this is when you do a favor for someone, and of course they are going to do that favor back because of obligation. So you did this, or maybe when you were going to the shop, you went to the shop and you got something for the person. So therefore, the next time that person is going to the shop, if you ask them to get something for you, they are more likely to do that. So this can be seen in like different ways basically. So obligation is also when like you feel entitled, like you've got to do it because of moral reasons. Like when they say, oh, sign for this thing, or we always have those sign up petitions and blah blah blah. You necessarily don't have to do it, but because you're like, oh, this is a good cause, so I'm going to do it. So the people are actually making you sign it because of your moral obligation. So I'm going to see. So an experiment, I keep saying so, why am I saying I'm so because, and another thing is because, like what I said before, because they feel indebted to you, the people are going to do what you ask them to do. I hope I am explaining this thing very well. To be fair, this is my first video, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm talking too much or too less. So another experiment, one thing about psychology, when you're reading psychology book, is that once they make a point, they put the experiment, like, we've done our research, therefore this is the result, therefore what we are telling you is valid. So I'm going to give you an experiment. Is it an experiment? So one point I want to make is, and like a reality example of reciprocity, you know what I'm saying. So basically, when people give you free samples like a shop, you're more likely to actually buy the stuff from that shop because you feel like, oh, I've taken the free samples. And especially if the product is cheap, like maybe a bar of soap, or no, you can't test that. Can you test the bar? Like, you can, what I mean is like, you can't readily swallow a bar of soap or use it on your skin and see the difference. So let's talk about something like a juice or this thing. I remember when I came to London, it was quite surprising for me to just see people giving out free samples. Like, I'm like, for free? You're giving me a bottle of a drink for free? But of course, why they're doing that is because, one, you're more likely to buy the product back after taking it if you like it, and two, because some people, not everyone, but some people would feel like, because I've taken your free sample, so when they ask them to buy it, like, do you like it? I've given you the free sample, do you like it? And you say yes, and they will be like, okay, you can get this and this for the price of this. You know, more people are likely to do this. So the experiment that I want to talk about is it was conducted by Reagan. I'm bad with names and pronunciations. In 1971, so he did an experiment whereby some participants were given soft drinks and some were not given soft drink by a person. So they went for like a movie, and after the movie they all came back out. Remember, this is an experiment, so everything happening is controlled. So them giving a drink to the person, they know, like, they want to see if people would actually buy the ticket, the raffle ticket. So let me say that all over again. So the people arrived at the, was it a movie? No, it wasn't a movie. An art appreciation uni students. So they were given, so some people were given soft drinks while some people weren't given soft drinks. At the end of the interview or the movie they were watching, the person that gave them the free drink met up with the people and asked them if they would like to buy a raffle draw ticket. So the people who were given the soft drink, which is the free sample, where they actually, most of them bought the raffle ticket because of reciprocity. Yeah, so because of that, they got they got the drink. So like, they felt indebted to the guy, like, okay, he gave me a soft drink and now he's asking me to buy raffle tickets, and they actually bought it. And the last one I'm going to be talking about today is multiple requests. This is going to be hopefully a really short video. So the last one is where I can give you an idea of how to ask someone on a date. You know, is Valentine's coming soon. It's just how many, what's today's date? 5th. See, we've got how many days left. If I'm even wearing red. See, I'm in the moment. Anyways, the last one is multiple requests. So there are 3 because it's multiple. Sorry, you understand, you're not dumb. So multiple requests, there's the first one is foot in the door. So foot in the door is like asking someone a small request before you ask them for the main request. So like example, you want to ask a girl on a date. So the best thing for you to do is, especially if she's your classmate and you guys talk together, for boys or girls, so the first thing you can do is ask her, oh, can we study in the library? When she accepts that, when you're done with your library session, you could be like, can we go for coffee? When she accepts that, and I don't mean obviously it can't be on the same day, you've got to space out your techniques and everything. You give it time, you give her this thing. When you ask her, so from you ask her to study together in the library, then you ask her for a coffee day, not a coffee date, just let's go out for coffee, like we are done with our revision, let's go out. And then you can ask her for a date, so she's more likely to say yes to that. I'm not sure if I explained that properly, or you can write down in the comment anything you guys need me to explain properly. So that is the first example, which is foot in the door. So you ask someone for a small request before the big one. So can I please borrow your this? What other example can I give that you could really apply to your daily life? So my head is a bit blank now, but hopefully when I continue talking I think of some things. So the second one is the door in the face. Remember, the first one was foot in the door. So you start with a small request and then you go to your main request. So it is it is advisable to go with like small before you go to the main big request, like I said, library, coffee, then date. Date is the reason why you were talking to the person in the first place was the date, but you said you made those little requests before the main idea. The second one is door in the face. This is making like a very large request and then cutting it down. So your main request is the second request, which is lower than the big one, but you want to make them think that, like, okay, I went down, or I don't know how to. Okay, I'll give you an example though. Let's come. Everyone always need money, so maybe you need like £50, and then you tell someone, oh, can you please give me £200? And they're like, no, sorry, I don't have that. And then you know you need £50, but to make the person give you, you say £200 first, and then you say, okay, what about £50? Do you have £50? Can I give you £50? The person is more likely to give you that. You guys can test it out and see if it works. Yeah, so that is the second one. So we've got the foot in the face, asking for asking for a small request and then going to your main request. And we've got door in the face, which is asking for a large request, which they wouldn't do. Then you decrease it to the main one you want. And then we've got the last one, which is lowballing. Basically, lowballing is just using sweetness to ask people for stuff. So like, I would use this example, especially when you go to like Lagos markets. And when I mean Lagos market, I mean the main markets, the busy markets with everything. So we've got so many shops. So let me say, for example, you want to get blackberry. This is an example. Or you want to, I want to say something that applies to everyone, because if I say Ankara, most people may not know what Ankara is. So you want to get blackberry, but you've got about 10 people selling blackberry, but you want a specific type of BlackBerry. When you go to the market, if the person, even if they don't have it, like even if you come into the shop and you show the person and you're like, oh, do you have this? You show them the picture, do you have this? They will be like, yes, we have it. They make you sit down, and then they would search around like they do have it, and then they will be like, oh, maybe that is sold out, but we've got something similar to what you want. So especially if you've been going around looking for that particular product and you've seen like no one has got it and blah blah blah, you're more likely to buy the other thing, although that is not what you want, but because it's close to what you need, you're more likely to buy that. So what that person has done is use the low boiling method. So they've basically shown you like, okay, this is not what you want originally, but it is similar. And they will use their sweet talk. Oh my gosh, Lagosians, like they will make you buy things you don't want to buy, although you don't even like, that is not the main deal. So this can obviously be used in marketing, making people get what they want, although that's not the first thing. Also so I hope this has been helpful. Once again, I hope the next video I make is so much better with the explanations, and please tell me in the comment if I did explain everything properly. But that is it for today. And remember, once again, you can use these tricks for simple requests, not to change, not I wouldn't say hypnotizing, not like making someone start a riot or stuff like that. That wouldn't work. This wouldn't work. In the next video, I'm actually going to tell you how stupid humans can be, and I'm serious, like how someone in power, in that authority, can make people do so many things all because of the authority they have. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, that is it for now. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share to everyone, to your whole family if you can. Okay, bye.